What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE drops a tease for a huge return. 3 titles change hands at NXT. CM Punk nearing the end of his WWE career. Asuka responds to Bill Goldberg's controversial comments. Drew McIntyre is a king of clap packs. Jeff Hardy tributes the Fiend Bray Wyatt at Halloween Havoc, and much more. Now, first story looks at another. Big night for NXT. The top of today's news is the fallout from last night's NXT. Halloween Havoc PLE as 3 titles change hands, and wrestler Ethan Page nearly unmasked Elio did. Dr. Wagner, first 3 titles change hands. Halloween Havoc featured 5 championship clashes with 3 titles changing hands. The first title change saw Blake Monroe beat Zarya to capture the NXT Women's North American Championship. Zarya was filling in for the actual champion Sol Rucker, whose injury precluded her from defending the title. In other action, Tatum Paxley defeated NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jayne, winning her first NXT title. Lastly, Dark State defeated NXT Tag Team Champions the Broken Hardys and Broken Matt and Brother Nero in a Broken Rules match, winning the belt. Next up, Ethan Page destroys Luchador's mask. Now, earlier in the show, NXT North American Champion Orgo Ethan Page did his best to unmask challenger Eliodel Dr. Wagner Jr., going so far as to literally tear the top half of his mask, partially revealing his face. Lucha Libre masks are sacred to luchadors, so you can imagine Dr. Wagner Jr. will be looking for revenge. While Page won the match, he may have lost the war. Next up, WWE drop a huge tease for a return. Now, who is the mysterious individual featured in a recently released WWE tweet? The video shows little more than an individual in a suit with dress shoes walking only from the ankles down, further obscuring their identity. Fans who watched the video had plenty of ideas, and as we'll see, it's understandable why. Now, the first mystery behind the figure in question is Gunther, who's been out of action since dropping the World Heavyweight Championship to CM Punk at SummerSlam. There's been plenty of buzz about the Ring General returning soon, and with CM Punk and Jey Uso set to square off at Saturday night's main event to fill the vacant World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther could show up to stake his claim to the winner. But there are other possibilities too. With wrestling news speculating, Santos Escobar is another name fans are suggesting. The former NXT Cruiserweight champion recently became a free agent when his contract expired, but quickly resigned with WWE after the company addressed his creative concerns and presented a significantly improved offer. Escobar has been absent from WWE television since February, feeling rumors of his departure before the new deal was struck. But there's also another name being thrown out, the recently released WWE superstar Andrade. Andrade recently left WWE, appeared on AW television only for WWE to inform AW that Andrade is under a 1-year non-compete clause, thus breaching the contract. Now, it's unclear if the clause is enforceable, but rumor has it that Andrade could return to WWE once more. Andrade also fueled rumors himself by tweeting, "I always answer work calls faster than my family calls, even when I'm on vacation. Enjoy life and take care of your family." But there's also speculation that this could be a teaser for the return of Chris Jericho back in WWE, and there have been so many rumors of Jericho's WWE return. Jericho himself has even fueled those rumors, posting videos of his WWE return on various social media platforms that, thanks to Fightful Select, we now know that his AW contract is expiring this year in December. What's not known is whether AEW could add some time onto that contract for absence on television. But while fan speculation seems to be leaning toward a man, WWE's habit of throwing curveballs at fans means a woman can't be ruled out. Who do you think is in the video? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, CM Punk nearing the end of his career. Now, is CM Punk contemplating retirement? Well, today is CM Punk's birthday, as a 47-year-old superstar has been tearing things up in WWE ever since his shocking return at 2023 Survivor Series. But just how much time does he think that he has left before it's time to join John Cena in retirement? Wrestling Straight Superstar shared these comments on a WWE vlog saying, "So I'm standing here now near the end of my career. You know, John Cena is calling it quits. AJ Styles says he's going to retire next year, and I don't know how much time I've got left. I'm going to keep going until the wheels fall off." Now, while some wrestlers like John Cena have a set clear timetable, with a 17-time world champion vowing to retire sometime before 50 and embarking on his farewell tour while making clear he's done at the end of the year, Punk's future is a bit more uncertain. I know that's sooner rather than later. That's why I think it's important for all of us, not just me, to celebrate every wrestler as they retire. There's a whole new generation of talent coming in to take our place, and in a way we're excited excited to see that happen. It'll be a bittersweet day when Punk retires for his fans, as the WWE Tour served as a redemption story, whilst also introducing some members of the WWE Universe to CM Punk. When do you guys think Punk will retire? Next up, Asuka responds to Bill Goldberg's controversial comment. Now, how does Asuka feel about Bill Goldberg's recent comments about her? In case you missed it, here's what Goldberg said about wrestling's Empress of Tomorrow during an appearance on Real Talk. And Mike Burke, some girl at WWE, they did it on purpose. I have nothing against the girl by any means, but yeah, the whole WWE experience. I was part of WCW when we were kicking their ass in the Monday Night Wars. I didn't know what was going on at the time. I was just on one of the sides. One side dissolves and the other one consumes everything so they can treat everyone and everything the way they want. A Goldberg, who always seemed ready to criticize WWE, explained why he thinks WWE broke his record. I think there's always going to be a bird in their ass that I was part of a company where I was a champion in a very short period of time, and we were beating them in the ratings. Vince McMahon's reputation for ignoring outside promotions and often ignoring their wrestlers' achievements is evident from the way he treated giants from other promotions. Whether it was Harley Race playing the King in the 80s or Goldberg's weak booking during his first run in WWE. Now, this isn't the first time that Goldberg has complained about his treatment in WWE, and it seems like he still feels resentment towards the company. Although, judging from his comments, he had no personal beef with Asuka. However, Asuka tweeted a response saying, "Goldberg's comments about me are all over the news right now, but honestly, I'm not bothered by it at all. What he said came from his own perspective, and that's fine, so there's really no need to make such a big deal out of it. Listen to my philosophy. It's not about what I accomplish. It's about what I try to create. Philosophy and vision, that's what the real value is. I don't find meaning in anything without beauty. I've achieved every record, every title, but those are just milestones. What really matters is opening a new era, creating the moment that separates before Asuka and after Asuka, having the power to change an era. That's where true value and beauty exist. I don't chase records or championships. They're the ones that come to me. There's not enough art in this world." Asuka is an absolute class act for this response. And this really was the best way to handle the situation, as it didn't seem that Goldberg's comments were personally directed towards her. Next up, Drew McIntyre is the king of clapbacks. And speaking of social media memes, Jimmy Uso's wife Naomi, who's currently on maternity leave, responded to some cunning comments from Drew McIntyre. Now McIntyre is firing right back. The digs began after Drew, who is an absolute beast on social media, tweeted a picture of our fallen Jimmy-O and Cody Rhodes, with Drew standing triumphantly over them along with this message: "Proceed with caution." Naomi fans immediately recognized Drew using Naomi's catchphrase. And the 2025 Women's Money in the Bank winner tweeted, "Who can volunteer as tribute to carry my baby a few days so I can beat Drew's ass?" As we noted in our analysis of SmackDown, Drew threw some shade at Jimmy Uso when he hinted that Jacob Fatu's attacker may have been Jimmy and that Jimmy may have taken a play out of Naomi's playbook, referring of course to Naomi laying out Jake Hager last year in a sneak attack. Pat Drew always seems to get the last word, tweeted, "You know I love you, but I really hope that baby ain't like his daddy." And McIntyre's latest comments have lit up the IWC, with one fan tweeting, "Damn, my boy is beefing with a fetus." Where you guys rank Drew's latest comment with some of his classics, like him posing by a grave site that read, "CM Punk's WrestleMania event 2024 to 2024, or his bored at work tweet taken when he wrestled Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 41. But did Drew meet his match?" Naomi roasted Drew back with his, "How do you know it's not a girl? 20 years from now, when my baby drag you out of your nursing home bed, don't call me for help." This is shaping up to be one of the best social media wars in recent memory. Next up, Hijo del Vikingo fires back at fans who want Del Rio back. It looks like today's a busy day for wrestlers losing their minds online and at events, with the latest example being Luchador Hijo del Vikingo. Ringside News reported that Hijo appeared at the recent Lucha Libre event to discuss his upcoming bout against El Grande Americano. However, Vikingo kicked off the night by soaking in a chorus of boos from the AAA faithful, many of whom chanted Alberto in reference to Alberto Del Rio. According to Upton, in response, Vikingo fired back at fans, telling them to get over it before calling himself the Canelo of AAA. The WWE's acquisition of AAA earlier this year and abrupt exit of top A talent has fans thinking that WWE still has heat with Alberto, hence the decision not to continue using him in AAA. And finally, Jeff Hardy tributes Bray Wyatt at Halloween Havoc. Last but not least, fans watching Halloween Havoc got to see a wild match between Dark State and the Broken Hardys, as well as a loving tribute from Brother Nero to the late great Bray Wyatt. Brother Nero's face paint was a clear tribute to Bray's Fiend persona, a reminder of how Bray's legacy endures.